Hello, this is Isaiah with Other Brother, and let's take a look back at Walt Disney and some of the innovation that made their first feature film, Snow White, such a success. They built something called a multiplane shooter, which allowed them to streamline their production and shoot 2D cell animation in a way that it looked like it had real depth, because it did. Not only does a multiplane shooter help with 2D animation, but it is extremely helpful with all kinds of different stop-motion animation. And so we built one for our studio, and we're really excited about how this will help us streamline productions, how it will give us more flexibility, and how it'll help us connect at an even better level with our audiences through stop-motion animation. So what did Disney's Downshooter allow them to do? They could now take a single cell of animation and explode it into multiple layers, with space in between all the layers, so you could push a camera into those scenes. You'd get natural-looking parallax and movement, not by repainting the same scene hundreds and hundreds of times again, but by using those single individual layers and just animating the important parts in between those layers. And this gave Snow White a visual depth and an emotional depth that was really immersive and just hadn't been seen in animated films before. Now, we're not planning on reshooting Snow White, but there are some really cool features built in that will help us when we're shooting animations. With some pre-planning, we can shoot all of the aspect ratios in one shot. It has built-in lighting, so setup is a snap. All of those lights are controlled and fully customizable with our image capture software. One of the most helpful things here is the ability to capture perfect silhouettes whenever we're shooting animation. And these silhouettes will replace green screen animation, because green screen is difficult to work with even in ideal circumstances. These silhouettes turn into cutout masks that make compositing a snap, and this gives us more flexibility in post to meet our various client needs, and that makes everyone happy. Shooting on glass also means faster setup because we don't have to figure out how to rig all this stuff. We can just set it out and get to work, and that allows us to spend our energy on what's important, which is the story itself. We're looking forward to using this in productions a little bit like Disney did, to help tell stories with visual and emotional depth.